Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I prepped my nails off camera with a peel off base coat, so we are going to jump straight into applying my nail tips. For today's nail tips, I am using a stiletto shape from Kiara Sky because I do want to shape these into an almond. I'm also using Born Pretty's nail glue gel as my nail adhesion, but you can obviously use base coat if you'd like. Now that my nails are shaped, I'm going to apply base coat on all of my nails, and we will cure this in the lamp for 30 seconds. For today's polygel, I'm using French Press from Makartt, and I'm also using alcohol as my slip solution. It feels like it's been forever since I've done polygel on this channel. I feel like the last couple of videos have been Gel X. For the application, I usually like to only apply one bead for starting off just to make it easier, and I don't like my almond to be too thick because that is where I struggle with. I either make my almond nails way too thick or too thin. I'm just going to press and pat the polygel until it's flat enough and I'm able to push it into the cuticle and cover the rest of the nail. If I do feel like I need to add more, I will, but I felt like one bead was just enough, so that's all I did for all of these nails. And once I was done molding the polygel, I did cure this in the lamp for 60 seconds. Here is how our polygel application is looking. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe away the sticky layer from the polygel using alcohol so we can begin filing. I have my dust collector ready and we are ready to begin to shape our nails. So I'm not really going to be using a nail file since I don't really need to do any shaping. I'm going to be using a fine carbide bit and go over the surface of the nail. I do want to keep the structure and the angle, and I feel like a nail file would make the almond nails pretty flat. We are now ready to begin the gel art. I will have the gel art somewhere on the screen, and we're doing this really nice festive green color. I thought this set was so pretty when I saw it. So I like to cover the base first. So I'm using this color from Madame Glam. This color was a little too forest green for me, so I did add a bit of a highlighter green and a very tiny amount of black gel polish just to make it dark. I wish I made it a little bit more darker. Alright, since we have our base down, we can proceed with the design. I am starting with the thumbnail and we're going to create a snowflake on this nail. Snowflakes are pretty simple designs. I do like to start with a dot and then draw lines coming out of it, kind of like a sparkle, and then we can place our dots on top of those lines. It's pretty easy to do a snowflake. This is going to be a sweater nail on top of a bangle nail, so we have to apply a matte top coat. We are doing some sculpting again today, so I'm using Makartt's White Glux Gel, and I'm going to take a small bit of the gel and create a log. I want a really tiny one because we're going to do the bangle here. Since we do have to apply gold chrome, I'm applying black gel polish on the sculpting gel, and honestly I probably should have just mixed it with the top coat, but I was a little bit lazy to do that for some reason. So I did black gel polish first, cured that, and then applied a top coat over it. I'm applying matte top coat once again on this nail, since this is also matte on the perimeter of the nail, but the inside will be polished, but we can do that right after. To finish this look off, I'm going to apply top coat on all of my nails, and I will be carrying this in the lamp for 60 seconds. So here are how my nails turned out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of green, I feel like this nail set came out so pretty. I love the gold and green together as well as the red, and I'm kind of glad I finally did the bangle nail trend. I do have everything that I used linked in the description box. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and thank you all so much for watching. I do hope to see you in my next video.